Make sure to wash cauliflower. Cut the flower parts from the stem carefully. Then, chop as small as rice grains. When you buy vegetables, they may not be perfect like this. It's okay. Just cut that out. That's all. This seems like a lot of work, so you wonder whether it's a good idea to use a grater. Well, you can, but when you grate, cauliflowers become too little and too soggy. Therefore, your fried rice will become too soggy and mushy. Can you tell the grated cauliflowers are wetter than the ones that were chopped with a knife? When you chop with a knife, you will have a better texture and your fried rice won't be soggy. Have you not been drinking enough orange juice lately? Don't worry, we have cauliflowers. Cauliflowers have tons of vitamin C. Many people do not like cauliflowers because they have eaten only steamed ones. When you steam cauliflowers, they don't taste good. What about the smell? Phew, forget about that. However, when you roast or pan-fry cauliflowers, they are so good. They have a hint of sweet flavor. In a medium heated pan, put chopped onions. Cook until the onions are translucent. Then, add chopped cauliflowers. Add salt and pepper. Once all the vegetables are cooked, add rice. Instead of breaking rice with a spoon or spatula, use your hands. Whenever I use a spoon, the rice pops out everywhere, so my stove gets super messy. That's why I'd rather break the rice with my hands. I know some of you may think that this is gross, but remember, our sushi chefs touch our rice all the time. Besides, we are cooking with heat, so it's definitely going to kill all the germs. Wash your hands quickly and come back. By the way, when you cook fried rice, use leftover rice. Because leftover rice is dry, it needs some liquid to get reheated. So it will absorb all the liquid it needs from vegetables. However, when you use freshly cooked rice, that rice doesn't need extra liquid. When you cook fresh rice with wet vegetables, your fried rice will get too soggy. So use leftover rice. Do you want your kids to eat more vegetables? Try this dish today. You know people eat with eyes, right? When fried rice is this pretty, it's just so hard to turn it down. I'm sure your kids will try this. You can make a bunch of colorful fried rice for a gathering. Fry some quail eggs. Quail eggs are so little, so the pan should be on low heat. If a piece of the shell breaks, catch it with a shell, because a shell attracts a shell. When you try to take out a piece of shell with a spoon, it's so difficult. So just use a shell for the shell. Season with salt. The edge of egg white is cooked, but the middle part of egg white is still raw. Put a lid and remove it from the heat and let it sit for 30 seconds. They look great. Serve this as a buffet style for your guests for a gathering. Drizzle with spicy mayo and sweet unagi sauce to add extra flavors. If you like yours spicy, cook with spicy sausage or chorizo. Use any cauliflowers available and serve with Korean kimchi. Such a healthy meal. Bon appetit!